I go the first day, and I somehow get a pass from Paula Deen, and she just slept in because she didn't even have to work until that night. So I just go and I bring my tour manager Tom, who you may know from My Life on the Dealer. Who, if you watch the show, you know that he suffers from, this is so mean. So you know he has this disorder that I think is hysterical. It's called trichotillomania. And when he gets nervous, he pulls out his eyelashes and eyebrows. So awesome. They've already done 2 episodes of Obsessed about it on Annie. It's so fucked up. It's awesome. All right, so I knew that he was going to leave the women's conference with a couple new bald patches. And then my lovely assistant, Tiffany, who I got to go to the women's conference and participate and all that stuff. All right, so I get them, in other words, to be my co-conspirators, and we go down and crash. Now, so I walk in, and I'm so overdressed for this fucking Long Beach Convention Center. I'm in, like, Chanel shoes and a fucking suit and, like, I'm just trying to look like I have a job interview, like, from when I was a fucking Kelly girl, when I was a temp. And so anyway, we basically gate crash. And it's weird, I have never been to a convention in my life. I've done stand-up at a million conventions, and I've bombed at every kind of convention, but I've actually never just been an attendee. Who here has attended a convention of any kind? Convention, big company meeting, stuff like that? Okay, why didn't you fuckers tell me how crazy they are, and how insane they are? All right, so I get there at like 8 in the morning, because even though I'm crashing, I'm trying to prove that I'm being like a good student of women's studies. So I walk in, and by the way, it's fucking half empty, right? So I'm on the folding chairs, and I'm walking in like this, because I don't want to get noticed, and they've actually sent an email to my publicist, like confirming, like, so we're just confirming that Miss Griffin is not coming, right? And, oh yeah, I have a fucking email trail, right? And, so I was like, yeah, I'm going. So anyway, I go, and I sit down, and there was a motivational speaker. All right, so I am not making fun of the women's conference. I think it's great. Go women. This was some funny shit. All right, first of all, it's a dude, and he's giving a motivational speech. And the first thing he was talking about was, he has a question for you, and I'm going to ask you that question tonight. Are you a flower in a vase or a flower in a field? Okay. Now, I know that the reason I was not invited to the women's conference is because they were afraid that I would go make fun of them and then tell you guys about it tonight. And they were right. I mean, this was fucking ridiculous. Are you shitting me? People pay money for this shit? Are you a flower in a vase or a flower in the field? Are you fucking shitting me? All right, so, which, by the way, was not the appropriate thing to say when you raise your hand. Are you shitting me was not supposed to be the first audience question in the Q&A, but it was. It was such like an SNL sketch waiting to happen. I couldn't believe this guy. I kept thinking he was going to go, and scene. I couldn't believe he was real. And the other thing I learned about was trust goggles. Yeah, I'd like to ask you guys tonight if you're wearing your trust goggles, because this gentleman told all of us a story of when he was standing in a stream, and he saw and felt nothing. He felt the water, but that was all. But when he put on his trust goggles, he looked down, and he saw a fish.
Oh my God!
Okay, fuck you, Schreiber. No, I'm sorry, but I totally got the church giggles. My shoulders were heaving, and they were being very positive and affirmative, and it was great, but I just couldn't help but find it funny. And then, after a while, I'm not kidding, like, I was listening to this guy talk, and he was talking about empowerment and goals, and it was all good, and for some reason, I started to get a little, like, sick to my stomach. And what I learned about myself that day as a woman, an empowered woman, is that I'm so used to talking that it actually makes me physically ill to listen to others. It's a medical condition that I have. And so I'm talking to this guy, talk about female empowerment, and I actually start to feel sick. So then Tiffany looks at me and she goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't feel good." So then I get up and I go to the bathroom, and I've already crashed, And I'm not kidding. I just, for whatever reason, I just have one of those moments where I just was overcome with nausea, and then I was sitting on the fucking floor of a stall at the public bathroom at the Long Beach Convention Center in my Chanel dress, sweating my ass off, thinking I was going to fucking heave, right? And so I was not in good shape, and then I walked out into the lobby, and sure enough, I get fucking busted. So someone from the board of directors comes up to me. I know, and I'm like, this, go women! I'm just a wreck. Go Hillary! Okay, so just not appropriate, and this woman fucking busts my ass, and she comes up to me, she goes, Miss Griffin? And I said, yes, because whenever someone says that, I think they want a picture. Oh, no. She didn't want a picture. So she says, oh, did you get our email where we were telling you that we're full up today? Like that. So I'm just busted. Okay, so then, this is so pathetic. I pull out every fucking pussy card I have. Oh, well, I was watching Miss Shriver on Meet the Press, and I thought she was so amazing, and I just thought it'd be great if I could attend as a 49-year-old female stand-up comic who's working in a fucking man's world where the ratio is about 20 to 1. Someone who, I know, has performed for our troops in Iraq and Afghanistan, has performed in a women's prison on death row. Woo! I'm sorry. I hope I'm not out of place. I'm sorry I'm not up to the Kate Johnson level. I got all fucking Angela Davis Militant on her ass. And I swear to God, they're just about to kick me out. And then, thank God, a volunteer wants a picture with me. So then I start taking pictures, and I'm posing, I'm in heaven, and then, who saves me? Maria Shriver's gay. Yes, Maria Shriver has a gay. And let me tell you, Maria Shriver can try to keep me out, but having her gay usurps everything. So once I had Maria Shriver's gay on my side, I was the belle of the ball. I had lunch with Kate Jocelyn. I'm pretty sure she's walking the bodyguard. It was fantastic. I went to a party that night with fucking Jane Goodall and Katie Couric. Oh, it was a shitstorm. And you know what I was wearing? My trust goggles. My trust goggles. I suggest you put them on.